Alright there folks, welcome back to Are We There Yet? And well, the last time we caught up, we had a big decision to make. It was either blue or red blue, whichever way you look at it. And the decision effectively was Forest or Everton. Tight one. I expected it to go the Everton way, but as you'll see on screen, we stay at Forest. 83% take it. Some 45, 46 votes on Twitter, which is excellent. Thank you very much if you did vote. Very little support for the Everton, so we do stay at Forest. Just thought we'd start on Sandy McCluskey's screen just to hide the fact that decision has been reached. You can see his development is okay, sort of stalled. He's not a Premier League, he's not going to be an elite striker, but you can see he's worth quite a lot of money at £7.25 million for Hibs. He's broken into their first team now, so he's playing in the Europa League as well. It's how Harry Kane got started, I'm just saying. So we keep an eye on him, but I'm not going to be spending 8 to 21 million on him. Nor am I going to be giving him a contract up to 65 grand a week. That is silly money. That is silly money. But who have we spent our money on? That's the question we need to now look at. That was a youth player blinking stop. We'll ignore that. We did have a couple of transfers confirmed when we caught up about the Everton possibilities. We also turned down a job, or rather, we turned down a job offer, actually. We did turn down a job offer from Poland. Don't know why they got my number. Don't know how they got it. That's probably a cold call. Turned that down. Then had an interview offer from Huddersfield. Meh, not interested. So, yeah, we signed Dusan Vujic and Paddy Timms as transfers. Those players came in. The next players in, Robert Zivkovic. Again, we've signed a couple of players from Kukuriki, so happy days. Ignore the orange down arrows. We'll skip past those, but I think he's quite a good striker. And I love the name Zivkovic for a striker. I don't know why, just something about Zivkovic. Any Kovic as a striker is all right by me. So he comes in, decent striker, right-footed, of course. Can do the fact that he plays on the wings again. He should suit this system quite well. He's done all right in pre-season as well. 5 goals in 5 games. Hartlebury confirmed following his release from Manchester City, so a hugely successful loan spell, turning into a transfer for free. Really good. Is he? He's worth 10.75 million. I like the boy. He's not on a huge deal, 20 grand a week. Shao Virginia's joined as well, goalkeeper, the chap we had in goal last season. He did really well last season in the Championship, so we're happy to give him a contract, and it's another free transfer, really. He's only on a £5.5 a week contract. Jordan Holmes, we had him on loan last year. It seemed to fit in well, so we'll keep him around. We signed him on a free, so that's 3 good signings made on free transfers. You can see we haven't spent a lot of money when we've come up. We've only let those 2 players go, Brendan Logan and Gavin Ward, who I touched on last time. I don't know how they've managed to swing contracts at those clubs, but they have. Andy Parsons, a boy that we wanted to bring in on loan when we were back in league. We wanted to bring him back for the Championship, but he chose. No. He was at Forest the year before we arrived in League One. We wanted to bring him back, but he chose Wolves in the Championship. We skipped past him last year. I think we missed the boat, and he had a really good campaign with Leeds. So he's joined us now on loan. So he's played for us before, but he's never played for me. He's just a really good centre-half, Hopefully, again, if things go well, like Holmes, we can contract him in next year. I think his contract with Spurs expires. No, it's 2 seasons, so it's unlikely we'll get him. We might do. Player that Thomas Quilty is a player that the director found, and I think he's actually quite good. I might actually move him up to the first team. We spent a 450 grand compensation on him. Comes in from Cork City, does the Irish centre half. He's got decent makings there, 6'5". Perhaps doesn't dive into tackles. As long as he makes the tackles, that's the important thing. Physically, he's an absolute beast. So I'm actually going to move him to the senior squad. Who wants him? Someone probably wants him on loan. We're not gonna entertain loan offers, I don't think. So Preston and Brentford can do one. So that gives us an extra centre half. So all in all, there's not really been too much going on with the squad, and it should mean that we make an absolute bucket load of cash. You can see they're up to 5.2 million before we've even kicked a ball. There's been 1 game played in the Premier League so far, a Leicester draw with Liverpool at Anfield, 1 goal apiece. And yeah, it's Brighton today. The fixtures have been okay. They've been announced. You see, their pre-season went pretty well. Lots of goals, very little conceded, including a home friendly over Betis. We wanted to play Ajax, but they rearranged it. They accepted the offer and then cancelled it, and that meant we had to scramble to get Betis involved, but we put them to the sword. Brighton, the opening day opponents, I thought it was good to bring the first game, because A, it's Premier League, and B, we're probably not going to win any of the other two fixtures in the month. Well, I'd hope we beat Lincoln in the Cup, but we're probably not going to beat Chelsea or Manchester City in the Prem, so we might well be, if we don't fail to win today, if Brighton beats us, then we're probably going to be 0 points after 3 games and staring a long, hard season in the face. Or, alternatively, we get 3 points today and it won't matter really what we do there, as we come out of the first 3 fixtures with 3 points. That's okay, puts us well on the way. Hopefully we can pick up some points in September, October, playing some winnable fixtures, including the team, of course, that we turned down, Everton. Who did they appoint, actually? Let's have a quick look. I don't know why I'm going to that. Fabio Celestini. So, yeah, coming from Basel, if you're interested. Interesting career, if you're interested in Fabio. Uses budget on one player. Tends not to use his budget on one player. Let's see what kind of transfers have they been doing. Spent, well, not a lot of money, have they? Matt Targets, Valerie, Carter Vickers, who I looked at, to be honest, but I didn't want to be paying the boy 26 grand a week. Yeah, I was tempted, but I think we probably don't want to be spending that kind of money yet. Like I say, the money we'll make in this league, or the little contracts that we've given out, should hopefully mean that we set ourselves up financially, and if we do go down, we haven't committed the club to some ridiculous deals. So yeah, I'll see you pitch side in just a minute. I don't know why I've reorganised the players into alphabetical order. That's that. If you're interested in what the list, if you were doing the register, that's what it would look like. I'll see you pitch side with the team in just a moment. And here we go then, these are the teams. Our first game in the Premier League. Java Jr. in goal, Parsons, Holmes and Baldwin. Interestingly, Holmes at that position there, centre off in my other save, which is not on camera at all, but that player I play in there is called Watson. I'm not saying there's a link, it's just what I do. Godoni at right wing back, Hartlebury left, Bojonas and new boy Vujic in the middle of the park, with DeMarcus, Sheldon and Zivkovic up front, the new boy Zivkovic. On the bench, some tough decisions. Matty Cash was injured in the first pre-season game, so we've put him on the bench. He'd probably be starting today if he was fit ahead of Vujic, but he's on the bench anyway. Paddy Timms as well. Blackett, Hardeveld, Fosu Aye, Bond and Hales. So Brereton is not selected today. He's probably the biggest player not chosen. I don't know how I'm going to balance the striking options, to be honest, because we're expecting injuries because we do play quite an intense system. But we need a win today. I'm going to tell them that we expect the win because we could do with the points on day one if we possibly can, please. I don't know how many questions we're going to get there. Not too many, as DeMarca kicks the ball off in the Premier League. Here we go. I don't know why that league table is so big, so let's shrink that down a little bit. Because we're in the Championship, of course, wasn't it? DeMarca to Vujic. Bojonas, maybe we'll get a goal early doors. Zivkovic on his debut. No, offside, apparently. Zivkovic offside. Just realised we didn't really run down the Brighton team, but you would have been on your screen if there's any players that you're interested in. You could have looked at them. Let me know if you want me to buy any, because the transfer window is closed, so I can't. Long ball to Parsons, picks that up. I don't know. Come on, Holmes now. Long ball to DeMarca. A little bit loose. Godoni will bring it down though. Right side, gives it to DeMarca. Gets around Vestergaard, who crosses Sheldon. Oh, it's a decent save that from the Brighton keeper. Is that Sergio Romero in the Brighton goal? Either way, it's a fantastic save. Vujic, looking for the ball inside, didn't get there. No, it's Ramiro. Close, not Romeo. Ramiro. Godoni, a good option on this right side. Sends DeMarca on his way. Can he get the ball across? He can. Zivkovic with his debut goal rifles it into the roof of the net, and the City ground is on its feet on Premier League opening day. We take an early-ish lead, 14th minute played. Godoni with the instant control option. Just sends the ball down that right flank. DeMarca is already on his way, and you see the hordes of the Red fans. Fantastic scenes. Lovely low daisy cutting cross, and Zivkovic is on hand to rifle it home. and gets his goal 14 minutes into his Nottingham Forest career. Interesting with Zivkovic, I couldn't see anything about him really when we were making the transfer, apart from obviously his performance stats, so I could see how many goals he'd scored, etc. But the fact that other Premier League teams were sniffing around him for such a low fee, so I took a gamble. I think it's going to pay off. Vujic finds Zivkovic. They should be mates because they've played together before. And Sheldon gives us a double. We take a 2-goal lead. Marcus Sheldon, the man who's played for us for this is his 3rd season, but without actually taking a penny off us, gets the goal. Another goal for his scrapbook. Vujic, I think he's a good player. Finds Zivkovic. As I say, they should be pals from playing with Kukariki. Maybe they should be our feeder club. Zivkovic spreads the play. All 3 strikers involved, which is good. DeMarca, turning creator, slides it across, and Sheldon, well, Ramiro or whatever his name is, isn't going to save that one. And we take a 2-goal lead. Interestingly, the only team ahead of us in the league table as it stands is the team we turned down, Everton, of course. And straight from kickoff we go again. Here we go. Georgiev, Vidma to Caligara. There's going to be a lot of names that I don't know how to pronounce, so apologies for butchering some languages. But we get the ball back though. Vujic brings it down to Bajonas, who he was gate crashed there, wasn't he? Burgos with the cross, and they've got the DeMarta, Noni DeMarta with the goal, straight back on his debut. Just Bajonas here was blindsided. No shout of man on as they collected it through, and Burgos spread the play out to the right side. And crossed well, in fairness. We didn't really put a lot of pressure on. You can see Parsons sort of standing there and hands on his head, and quite rightly so. Let's move on. Let's get it out of your head, Parsons. You should have won it, but you didn't. Corner ball to Vujic. Finds Zivkovic. Oh, it's found its way through. No offside given. Zivkovic with his 2nd goal on his debut. Put it through a crowd of players. Always has a liability to be called offside should it connect with someone who stood beyond that last line, but not this one. Sheldon's corner. Who says strikers can't take corners? Finds Vujic, who finds Zivkovic, controls, and then you can see there, number 19. Might have been in the eye line of the goalkeeper. Could have been given. Just on the half an hour mark now, our play breaks down, and it comes out on this our right side, Brighton's left. DeMarta finds the runner Burgos, who seems to be a decent player. Decent strike, little over the crossbar that. It's an exciting game. 35 minutes in, Vestergaard's free kick finds Georgiev right side, brings it inside to Burgos, goes back to Caligara. They're moving the ball nicely. Pascal Gross is pulling a lot of the strings. Burgos gives it away though. Hartlebury tries to get the ball forward. Little bit of pinball in the middle. As we come away with it, do we? No, we don't. We're winning tackles, but we're not keeping the ball. We're not retaining it from the tackles. We might do this time. No, Sheldon. Can he send the marker on his way? He can. Oh, it's a beautiful chip, and it's 4-1 inside the first 35 minutes or so. I thought it was one of those that you're screaming for him to cross the ball over, but he didn't. And fair play to the boy, Michael DeMarca, with his first Premier League goal for the Forest. Sheldon here, presence of mind to just send that into it's a perfectly weighted ball, in fairness, right into DeMarca's stride. And how about this finish? That is cultured. That is cultured and a half. Number 12, goal number 1 of the season. And it's a bit early to be looking at league tables, isn't it? But at this stage, given what lies ahead in the next 2 games against Man City and Chelsea, you've got to take it as it comes. As Brighton come forward and find Burgos, crossed in and well picked out by Virginia. That should have been 2 probably for Brighton, but hopefully we can get in at the break 4-1 up. We do indeed. A fantastic first half display, blighted only by that 1 goal. Let's tell the boys not to... we can't stop Mr. Zivkovic from losing confidence, sadly. But it's going to be fine. I'm confident the rest of the boys will see us through. As play gets under the way now with Gross and nothing doing on that highlight. Time ticks on then, an hour played. Nothing's happened since the break. Quite happy with that, to be honest. If the game ends now at 4-1. Yay! So Jordan Holmes goes into the book and we get an instant highlight from it. Zivkovic on his hat-trick. Could he get a debut hat-trick? Not bad for 450k or whatever it was, 300k. Long ball, Hartlebury wins it though. Vujic, nice ball inside to Bajonas, who finds DeMarca. Sheldon sends Zivkovic. Well, I don't know if he thought he was further over. Perhaps he did. And over this free kick now, Vujic heads on. It's it's a bit of a scramble. I didn't know what was going on there, to be quite honest. They go long. If they get in, they're in, obviously. But Bajonas, ball forward, cannons back out. Cadoni can't do anything with it. And we're going hunting in packs. It's nice. Bajonas finds Sheldon. A superb player, I think. Marcus Sheldon. Lovely ball out to Hartlebury. It's looking dangerous. A bit of a mistake. DeMarco rifles home. He didn't need to keep that in. Perhaps that happens too much on Football Manager in this iteration. I think everyone will probably agree with that. You can see here there's a little bit too much of keeping the ball in on the line only for attacking player to come racing in and steal it from you. So there, Georgiev just holds it there. Don't know what he's thinking. Hartlebury crosses and, we won't say anything more about that finish, but it's 5-1. Interestingly, this is a Premier League game on opening day. Newly promoted Forest. I clicked on analysis, says the heat maps if you're interested. Not sold out, which is a bit weird. I don't know. I'm not too sure why that is. We're going to bring on Matty Cash for Vujic, and I think we'll get on AD Hale, shall we? No, I think we'll leave the strike force as it is. It's causing significant problems for Brighton, and hopefully things will only get worse for them as Matty Cash comes on. Just needs a bit of fitness in his weary legs from his injury. But Jonas, a little bit loose. The margins in the Premier League obviously a lot higher, as Burgos has been good and finds the side netting with that effort. Didn't really have the support that he might have been looking for. And I think we will now make a change. Those nearly 80 minutes, 10 minutes to go. I think we will bring on Hales. And we're always reluctant to take off a player on a hat-trick, but we'll bring on AD Hales and we'll put DeMarco in as centre striker. And I think we'll get Paddy Timms on as well. Get his debut out of the way when we're winning. Signed for a very low fee from Arsenal, so we're certainly exploiting the Arsenal academy. Zivkovic crosses. Cadoni will get under it, will he? That's a penalty. We have a chance to make it 6. Doesn't feel like it's been a 6-1 game, or it doesn't even feel like it's been a 5-1 game, but that's what it is at this stage. Zivkovic on a hat-trick on his debut. Played it pretty central, but he gets his hat-trick on his debut. And we might have a little star on our hands here with Robert Zivkovic. He played it straight at the goalkeeper, it seemed. But, the goalkeeper dived under it. Maybe it was hit too hard. Zivkovic off to the perfect start. And Forest off to the perfect start. Maybe there's more to come. Ramiro getting pretty tired commentating on this affair. I tell you, there'll be lots of highlights for the old match of the day. As Baker in the middle. A little bit loose. And we get to work it back to Virginia. Finds Parsons now. Timms. Cadoni. Look how we move the ball. Nice. Timms to Cash. Nice ball down the middle is DeMarco. I was going to say Sheldon because I'm so used to it, but it's not. Hales. It's another penalty. It's DeMarco this time. Puts it in 7-1. Look at that Premier League table there. Forest leads West Brom. The 3 newly promoted sides. Top of the tree. What a penalty that is from Mike. Lovely, lovely stuff. 7-1. That's DeMarco's hat-trick as well. So 2 strikers with Premier League hat-tricks on day 1. Take it all the way. And that is an exceptional performance on opening day. If we can perform like this week in, week out, we can't. But if we could, I'm quite confident of winning this title. I think we tell the lads that was a good win. What more can you say? Chelsea. Can we not just play Brighton every week? Is that not possible? Pay money, premium content. I'll pay DLC just to play Brighton and win 7-1 every time. Just putting it out there. So yeah, So I think what we'll need to do is we'll take our medicine and get punched 15 times by Chelsea and Man City. I think we'll come back for the Everton game because that was a team obviously we could have joined, and if I'd have made the decision personally myself and only me, I probably would be there. But we're sticking with Forest and happy days. I don't think we can lose at Forest. That's the thing. We've built so much collateral with the Premier League promotion and the Championship promotion as well, so the promotion to those leagues, that even if we fail here, you see the board expectations are such. Fight bravely against relegation, and seeing as we've now kicked off, we can actually have a quick look to see where we stand in the old salary per annum stakes. Okay, yeah, so comfortably the bottom, but positively that means we should make an absolute fortune. So who did we beat today? We beat Brighton, who just spend the casual 60 million a year more than we do on the old wages. So that's what we do here. It's what I do. There's the stats there. No upgrade. I thought we might have got a little boost for showing we've arrived, but shall we just call it there then? Although there's quite a lot of teams that haven't played yet. They'd probably complain. Okay, well, I think that'll have to do. I'll see you for the Everton fixture at the Goodison Park. As I say, team we could have joined. Look forward to that. Do pop a like on there for me as well for, slaughtering Brighton, really. Unless you're a Brighton fan, in which case pop a like on there for 2 hat-tricks on opening day. And, it was a nice goal for Demata, wasn't it? So you've got a good player there at least. There's always a silver cloud. No, silver lining on the cloud. That's the move on. Let's get started. Let's get done. Do pop a like on there for me, as I say, and subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. It'd be great to see the subscribe. If you hit the little bell, I think it is as well. You get a little notification every time there's a video. The next one will be Tuesday at 3 PM. That'll be the Everton fixture, and I'll see you again on that very next video. Goodbye.